old dad joke, which still makes me laugh whenever I hear it, which is, I remember the day I bought a universal remote control, because I thought to myself, this changes everything. On Monday, we thought about the Apostle Paul's encouragement to the Thessalonians to do even more when it comes to their faith in Jesus. Today, Paul flows out of that idea with the instruction to consider how they can control themselves even more in terms of sexual morality. Paul writes, 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 3, "For this is God's will, your sanctification, that you keep away from sexual immorality, that each of you knows how to control his own body in holiness and honour, not with lustful passions like the Gentiles who don't know God." I like that Paul connects sexual immorality and sexual and self-control, because for many people, sexual sin is a result of a lack of self-control. Okay, whether it's not controlling what you watch or look at on the internet, or not controlling how you respond to seeing an attractive man or woman, or not controlling the advances of someone who isn't your husband or wife, a lack of self-control leads to sexual immorality. And Paul knows the temptation that many people face in terms of sexual sin. However, the Thessalonian Christians are young in the faith, and it's fair to say that they live in a city, like most of the Roman world, that was unconstrained when it came to sexual freedom. Lustful passions is how the Apostle Paul describes the strong, unrestricted sexual desires of the men and women who live in Thessalonica. And there is a good possibility that many of the converts were no different in their sexual expression before they came to faith. And so, not only did Paul need to teach them how the gospel of Jesus governs their sexual behaviour, but he felt it necessary to remind them in this letter to keep working hard at remaining sexually pure. Now again, it doesn't seem like the Thessalonians are sinning in this area, but the challenge for every Christian, the challenge comes when you are no longer a new believer. You settle into a life of faith where you know right from wrong, but laziness or the busyness of life or tiredness or a lack of zeal leaves you more susceptible to temptation. And I think this is why Paul links sexual morality with sanctification. As followers of Jesus, we have been justified through his death, and because of Jesus, we are declared to be righteous. And sanctification is the ongoing process of setting ourselves apart from the world and becoming more and more like Jesus in our obedience to the Word of God. And part of that obedience is remaining faithful to our wives or husbands if we're married, and remaining chaste if we're unmarried. Because we are called to live holy lives that honour and glorify God. And if you want to do that more and more each day, then you have to take control of what you say, take control of what you do, and take control of what you think. I'm not saying it's easy, and if sexual temptation is something with which you struggle, then remaining holy in this area requires hard work and good, solid boundaries. And do you have boundaries in place? Do you continue to do the hard work of honouring and glorifying God in terms of self-control? Friends, why don't you take a minute to be honest with yourself, okay, and consider how well you control sexual temptation. Is it something that you don't have an issue with? Is it something that you know is always there, but you have it under control for the most part? Or is it something to which you know you can do better? And then spend a minute in prayer and ask God to help you to take control of your thoughts, your words, and your actions.